All right. So, which group want to present about the generic structures and the language features from this story? How about group 2, probably? Group 2, are you there? Nita, Dika, and Satyadi.
Yes.
Hello?
Hello, Miss.
Right. All right. Can you help me to identify the generic structures from the story of Cinderella?
Wait a minute, Miss.
All right, that's okay. Probably for another member, Nita and Satyadi.
Wait a minute, Miss.
All
Can I,
right.
Miss?
Okay, Dewa, you can try. It's okay, okay. We give a chance for Dewa first.
Okay, so I think for the orientation is from the word once upon a time um, until the second paragraph, maybe.
Okay,
The
so
first and the second paragraph.
the second paragraph. So the first paragraph and the second paragraph.
Yes, I think, Miss.
What about the complication? Maybe for the other student, what about the complications from paragraph one?
Can I try it, Miss?
All right, you can try.
I think the complication of this story, I think it has two complications. The first one is when Cinderella couldn't go to the party because her stepmother didn't allow her. And the second complication is when she left her slippers at a party.
All right. Thank you, Louis. Okay, probably any other student want to give your opinion again? No one? Okay. And what about the resolution? Can you identify which paragraph that show about the resolution?
Can I, Miss? Can I try?
Yes, Teddy, you can. Yes.
I think in the fifth paragraph.
Fifth.
5.
In the fifth paragraph. All right. So from a few days later. In the sixth paragraph. From finally, you mean, or from a few days later?
In the end, the king solder the Cinderella try on the slipper. I think. Right.
Yes. It's okay, Satadi. You're almost there. Okay. Let me tell you guys the generic structure from this story. So basically, like what the Dewa and Dwi and Satyadi said before, the generic structure of Cinderella. First, in the orientation, it is the part where the character are introduced. So basically, the orientations from this story in the is in the first paragraph. So from once upon a time until how the Cinderella were introduced by the writer that she treated very badly by her stepmother and her two stepsister. And then for the complication, basically it starts from the second paragraph until the fifth paragraph actually. So we can see that how in the story that the conflict are developed and trying to be, what is it, coming to the conflict. And then in the last paragraph, the resolution itself, what in the fifth paragraph, it's actually, what is it, trained into the resolutions. And we can say in the last paragraph, it's called, what is it, reorientations, when the prince and the Cinderella actually live happily ever after. All right. What about the language features? Can anyone help me to identify the language features? How about the other student? Probably from group 3. Hello, everyone. Can you hear my voice?
Can I try, Miss?
All right, Dewa, you can try.
Can I start from the adverb of time?
Yes.
So yeah, I think the adverb of time are once upon a time, and then one day, and then a few days later. Yeah, I
Yes.
think that's all,
Yes,
Miss.
you're right. And what about the what is it? The specific character from the story.
Sorry, Miss.
What is the specific character in this story?
Cinderella, Miss.
Can you find the simple past tense from this story?
Lived and then treated,
Yes.
wanted,
Right.
and amazed.
Yes. Okay. So thank you, Dewa. I think for this activity we can conclude that you are already trying to find the generic structures and the language features from this story. I hope for all students for different group trying to be more active. So, because in the next activity, we're going to answer several questions related to the story. While for the next activity will be handled by Mr. Dimas. So, Mr. Dimas.
Okay, thank you, Widya. So the next activity will be a quiz. Answering these questions. Okay, before you guys answering these questions, I would like to all of you. I would like to all of you to discuss it in your group about all of these questions and answer it uh, based on your discussion. So I will give you around 2 minutes to think all of these answers. Okay, is it clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me go back to the story. Okay. So, Miss Widya will give all of you the worksheet, and you guys can write down all the answers, all of the answers there. Okay, and it can be started now. Is everyone already answered the questions? How about the Dewas group?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how about the other group? Is it already answered? Hello? Is there any problem with the questions? Okay, time is up. Now, we can discuss the results of the group's work. Okay, let us discuss the first questions. The first question: how Lady Tremaine treated Cinderella? Who wants to give their answers, please? Any groups? Number one. Who wants to give their answers, please?
Can I, sir?
Sure, they were. Number one, please.
Okay, so how Lady Tremaine treated Cinderella? I think Lady Tremaine treated Cinderella very bad, sir.
Okay, so the Lady Tremaine treated Cinderella very bad. How can we conclude that Lady Tremaine treated Cinderella very bad? It can be seen in the first paragraph, right? It is stated in the story in the paragraph one. Once upon a time, there lived a girl named Cinderella. She lived with her stepmother, Lady Tremaine, and her sisters, Anastasia and Drizella. The stepmother and her two daughters didn't like Cinderella. They treated her very bad. Cinderella usually did the hardest works in the house, such as scrubbing the floor, cleaning the kitchen, preparing the food for the family, and so on. So, Dewo's answer is right. Okay, very good, Dewo. Thank you. And then, how about number two? Why Cinderella didn't want to go to the party? Who wants to answer number two? Please, anyone?
Can I, sir?
Uh,
Can
who is it?
Nadia?
Oh, okay, Nadia. Please, number two.
Okay. Why Cinderella didn't want to go to the party? Because her stepmother insisted to stay and she didn't have any dresses.
Okay, that's right. Her mother insisted Cinderella to be stay at home, and she didn't have any beautiful dresses to go to the party. It can be found in the in the second paragraph, right? One day, a party was to be held by the royal family of the kingdom to find the prince's spouse. Cinderella wanted to go to the party, but her stepmother asked her to stay at home and do the housework. So that's the right answer. Thank you, Nadia. I heard that someone wants to give their answer to the number two. Who is it? After Nadia, I think it is Rosanti who wants to give her opinion. Please, Rosanti, is that you?
Yes, sir. I have Sam with Nadia answer.
Okay, that's so the your answer is also right. Okay, thank you, Nadia, and also Rosanti. Okay, we jump to number three. What fairy godmother did to Cinderella? Who wants to give their answers, please? Anyone? Number three.
Can I again, sir?
Okay, it's Dewa again. Thank you. Dewa, what is number three, please?
So what fairy godmother did to Cinderella? So she turned Cinderella's ugly dress became the most beautiful dress and with beautiful slippers. And also she turned a pumpkin into a coach and turned mice to white horses.
Okay, that is the detailed answer. So we can find we can find the answers in the third paragraph. It is already stated in the story. So then the fairy turned Cinderella ugly dress become the most beautiful dress and with beautiful slippers. The fairy also turned a pumpkin into a party coach and turned mice to white horses. Cinderella finally could go to the party, but she had to come back before midnight before the spell